So good afternoon and welcome to this celebration of Taylor and Brandi. My name is Brent, humbled brother of the bride, and I've been selected to be one half of your MC team for today, and I'm joined by Joey.
And my name is Joey, handsome friend of the groom, and the other half of the MCing, guiding you through the ceremony today. We have gathered here today to witness the covenant of marriage between Taylor and Brandi. Before we start the formal ceremony and we bring in the bride and groom, we have a few housekeeping items to go over.
In-person guests. This is a live ceremony, so we do have folks online who are joining us. So just to let you know that there are folks who are also online, so please be respectful of those who are joining us online today.
We are elated to have guests from across Canada virtually. Once the ceremony has finished, please stay online, as immediately following the ceremony, Brandi and Taylor would like to say hellos before the live stream is over.
Speaking of that, virtual guest books, photos are to be displayed, photos added to the virtual guest book are being displayed here on the TV in the back. For those joining online, either from your home, the hockey rink, or at a local watch party, we want to see you. Please take a selfie and show us where you are logging in from.
We also have a number of wonderful children joining us today. The bride and groom have asked if any pictures are taken of them, please get permission from the parents before taking and uploading them to social media.
Finally, in-person guests. While Brandi and Taylor are speaking with those live stream guests, please remain in your seat so that we can give you further instructions for the next step. We are also asking that immediately preceding the ceremony that you stay seated until further instructions. Thank you.
And you, family and friends, gathered today to support Taylor and Brandi. Families who've watched them grow into the amazing young man and woman we celebrate today. Those they've invited to stand alongside them. The people gathered here to celebrate, and those that are with us online. By our presence, we accept the responsibility for supporting Taylor and Brandi in the new relationship they are about to enter.
We are called to rejoice in their happiness. Oh, you can sit down. Okay. We are called to rejoice in their happiness, to be patient when they make mistakes, to help them in times of trouble, to remember them always, and to support the new relationship they are creating today. With our commitment and care, we are gathered here today, trusting that it is in love that we are set free. It is love that shows us the way, love the journey, love the goal. We seek blessing upon Taylor and Brandi as they begin a new adventure together, offering themselves to one another. Today, Taylor and Brandi receive love and all that is born of love, mutuality, reciprocity, equality, sacrifice, commitment, and dedication. May love flourish in them May love flourish in them, that by what we have done today, we might honor and make them holy in their bond of love. May it be so.
Marriage is a gift to the world as a sign of creativity, a sign that all things will be made new. Marriage holds the promise of unity, wholeness, and love. And for Brandi and Taylor, today they get to begin sharing that gift and promise.
Relationship is the very nature of reality. The first at the core of the universe is love. Love is the heartbeat of creation, and so ways have been created for us to enter into relationships with one another, including the covenant relationship of marriage. Weddings celebrate a commitment between couples to seek to grow together. It marks a moment when our lives are changing, and are we ever changing, and where love flows beyond a couple to bless and make a difference in the whole world. Weddings are one way we live out our purpose as communities, reminding us all of the loves in our lives, where not just the couple, but every person here leaves this gathering in a changed way. We begin with an understanding that marriage is a gift to the world for our lives. Human relationships are meant to be faithful, responsible, just, loving, health-giving, healing, and sustaining of community and self.
Love is freely given to us. Love encircles us. Love calls us into being. Love finds one vital expression in our caring, mutual, honest, and healthy relationships, both in marriage and in other relationships that touch our daily lives. Love inspires us, supports us, and guides us through our relationships, helping us become our best selves. Loving someone is not easy, and in being in healthy mutual relationships take time, effort, and commitment. Marriage provides you, Brandi and Taylor, with the amazing opportunity to experience the intimacy and depth of love. As you begin your marriage, let your home be a haven of peace in the midst of a busy and changing world. Let your relationship be one of complete truth, love, and understanding. Respect the confidences of your partner and consider that your marriage will yield what you give into it. Taylor and Brandi, you may respond with, "We have." Have you come here freely and without reservation to join together lawfully in marriage? You may respond with, "I will." Brandi, will you have Taylor to be your husband, to live together in marriage?
I will.
Will you love him, comfort him, honor him, and keep him in sickness and in health? Through the good days and the challenging ones, and forsaking all others to be faithful with him.
I will.
Taylor, you may answer, I will. Will you have Brandi to be your wife?
I will.
Will you love her, comfort her, and honor her?
I will.
Through the good days and the challenging ones, and forsaking all others to be faithful with her.
I will.
Brandi and Taylor, you've declared your intentions between this great gatherings of friends and family, here to support and honor you, knowing that this is by their support, not only today, but in all your lives, your marriage will flourish. Brandi, I invite you to share your vows.
There's multiple pages.
Yeah. Okay. Ooh. Sorry. Whew. Hi. I'm supposed to start with how I'm feeling, and I'll try to do this without crying, but no promises. Good job. I'm grateful, overwhelmed, and a little bit nervous. But there's no one else I'd rather have standing across from me than you. I love you, and you look very handsome. Your boutonniere's so beautiful. So here we go. What are you looking for in a life teammate? This is the first message that I sent to you after developing a quick lust for the mountain adventurer, avid traveler, marathon runner, and self-proclaimed passionate nerd who was less than 1.0 kilometers away and shared on his profile he was looking for a teammate in life. Your response, which I've paraphrased for today, well, that's a deep question. Ha 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 ha. I mean, I kind of said it in my profile, someone who's caring with a side of dork. But to expand, the 3 things I want in a partner are: 1, someone who enjoys baking cookies. That shows they care about others and they would take care of the people they love. 2, someone who likes watching cartoons with me. That means she's playful and likes to laugh, which is important to me. 3, they need to have their life together. That means they are passionate and driven and can motivate me in the right ways. I want a partner I can be proud of. How about you? What do you want, BTW? Have you ever tried hello or how was your weekend? Ha 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 ha. Sorry. 4 years ago, when we sent these messages, I probably tried to explain what I wanted in a life teammate, but my answer was incomplete. Because it took me the last 4 years to learn what I want and need in a life teammate. As I worked on these vows up until the last moment, an hour ago, I reflected on our relationship and our life together and how incredibly lucky I am to be here. And the best part of today is I get to marry you. Similar to the journey it took to cross the Ironman finish line, it took work for us to get here too. As the oldest daughter, my default was to be independent and take everything on by myself. Something I've always admired about you right away was how much you love the people in your life. You care, and it shows through everything you do. On our first date, you were so passionate to talk about all the main characters in your life. Over time, I've become one of those main characters and learned that doing life together is better than on my own. When you broke your leg on the way or as part of the Ironman journey, was when I knew that we had become a team. I was devastated for you and wanted so bad to be able to fix it so you could continue working towards your goals. Your resilience during the recovery process was what showed me how incredibly strong you are, body and soul. You taught me that although it's okay to be strong alone, we can also be stronger together. Through our future ups and downs, I want you as my teammate, never giving up and always coming out for the better. The journey won't always be easy, but it always will be worth it when we are together at the finish line. You are so loyal, passionate, and dedicated to everything you do. To be so lucky to be loved and committed to you will be the honor of my life. So, Taylor, I promise to continue to bake you cookies, to watch cartoons with you, and to take care of the life we have together. I promise to always cheer you on and support your goals, as crazy or as exhausting as they are. And I promise to always love you in the ways I know how and do everything I can to always work on us together. And that's all I got. I love you. Is that too long?
Perfect. Can I give this back to you? Taylor, I'll invite you to share your vows.
Dear Brandi, writing wedding vows is really, really hard. You can't really Google it. If you Google, all Google's going to give you is either wedding vows gone wrong or something that comes from Game of Thrones. Neither of that really seems appropriate. So what I did was I thought back over our time together and realized there have been so many moments when I realized how much I loved you, or I made a promise in my head that I never told you. And I realized I've been writing these vows for 3.5 years. And so what I did was I took kind of one memory from each month and I put them in this book. And I figured I'd share some of them today. Not all of them will be here till like Tuesday, but some of them. October 2023. Dear Brandi, tonight you came home with a hat you made for the Ironman. It says Team Taylor. I've always wanted to be part of a team. A team is a small word with a big meaning. They fight alongside each other. They share in ups and downs. They celebrate and grieve together. For the first time, I know I found a true teammate for the rest of my life. I will promise I will always be on your team. There's a lot of pages. July 2023. Dear Brandi, you organized all of my friends and family together to celebrate after a very grueling triathlon. You find a way to keep me going when all I want to do is quit. You make everyone around you feel special or unique. You are the most kind, caring, supportive person, and I will always be there for you the way you have always been there for me. March 2023. Dear Brandi, it's minus 27 outside, technically minus 32 with wind chill. It's also 3:30 a.m., and I'm going to go run for 2.5 hours. People ask me all the time why I do all these crazy things, and the answer is it's because of you. You love me both for who I am and make me want to be better. And you deserve someone who doesn't quit, someone who can match your drive and your energy. A lack of commitment to my goals would be an insult to you, the person who believes in them the most. And I will always push myself for you and for us. I'll try to find a funny one now. October 2022. Dear Brandi, I love how excited you get for things. There's a new Walmart at Kingsway Mall, and you basically dragged me there. Watching you explore a new Walmart is like watching a 5-year-old at Disneyland. You bring joy to every single part of our lives, and I am so grateful. I promise I will always bring the same joy to your life that you bring to mine. May 2022. Dear Brandi, thank you for being the person I wish I could be. You are kind when I am mean and grouchy. You are patient when I am rushed. And you are giving when I am selfish. You make me want to be better. One sec. Sorry, I'm looking for more. Oh, September 2021. Dear Brandi, I love your quirks. Whenever we leave the house, we say, Alexa, I'm leaving. And our Alexa says, I'll hold down the fort. And you look at me quite seriously and say, she'll hold down the fort. Or how you're always collecting points on everything. You almost made me swerve into traffic because I suggested getting gas at the wrong gas station. And you responded, we do not get points at the Shell. Or the fact that you celebrate half birthdays, or the fact that you constantly sing songs at the top of your lungs and you never really know all of the words. You are endearing, you are adorable, and I love you so much, and you can always be yourself around me. November 2020. Dear Brandi, we are at Buck Paradise. I just met your family for the first time. Your dad's kind of intimidating, but I think he might be a teddy bear. I can tell how much he loves you. Also, Grant made me a steak so big it kind of needed its own table, so I guess they like me. When you met my family, my dad pulled me aside and said, don't you dare mess this up. He didn't say mess, he used a different word.
In a big way.
I'm going to try my best not to. Also, tonight was the first night I asked you to marry me. You said yes. September 2020. Dear Brandi, we spent 3 hours on the phone talking about everything, then we met out by the streetlight. This is very, very strange to say as someone you just met, but for some reason I think you're the girl I'm going to end up marrying. This is the last one, but there's more in here if you want to read. April 2024, that's now. Dear Brandi, I promise I will stay true to all of the memories in this book. I will always fight for you, laugh with you, and give you everything I have. Our wedding is the start and not the end. Being your husband is the thing I want to be known for. This is my greatest achievement. This team is both the work that I want to define my life and the reward for such work. I will bring everything I have every day to care for you, love you, make you laugh, make you smile. It has been 1,232 days since the first time I asked you to marry me, and I'm going to work 30,000 more to give you the life you deserve.
Taylor, you may answer, I do. Do you give yourself to Brandi as her husband and receive her as your wife?
I do.
Brandi may respond with the same. Brandi, do you give yourself to Taylor as his wife and receive him as your husband?
I do.
Let us bless these rings. We will now do the exchanging of them. May the people here who wear these rings wear them as symbols of promise offered and love received, a sign of how love surrounds what they do in all their days. May they wear these rings with honor and dignity as they've been passed along from generations past. Signs to one another and to all the world that this is the greatest of all their love, and that as love has changed their lives, so too will transform the world. Taylor and Brandi, you may exchange the rings and place them on each other's hands. Brandi and Taylor have given themselves to one another by vows and the exchanging of rings. By my authority in accordance with the laws of Alberta, I declare that they are joined in marriage. You may seal your marriage with a kiss. Taylor and Brandi fans, let us welcome the newlywed couple.
Now I will invite forward Justin and Rebecca to witness the signing of the documents. Family, friends, what we have witnessed here, the transformation of Brandi and Taylor's lives, is not a private act between two people, but a collective act we all share in, an act of community with the blessing of the law, the presence of supporters, the care of family, the celebration of friends. Each of us, Joey, you got it.
Each of us are here in some way too changed by this powerful love, called to be more deeply our true selves, called to live with more joy and deeper compassion, with more tenderness and care. Brandi and Taylor, what you have done today is not an end, but a new beginning, the first day of a transformed life. As you go from this place, walk always in love. Brandi and Taylor fans, I present to you for the first time as husband and wife, Taylor and Brandi.
I'm gonna let Taylor talk now.
Okay. We want to take a minute and just say thank you to all the folks on the live stream. We have a lot of people who love us very, very much. And we wanted to make sure we got married in a way that was inclusive and everyone could take part in it, regardless of if it's, you know, with a watch party. I think Uncle Kevin's having a watch party, or in a hockey rink, or wherever it is. You can see us.
Oh, sorry. There's always going to be technical difficulties. It's fine. They got a show. Wow, he looks so good.
Start dancing.
Are you happy with it?
I'm very happy with it.
Your suit looks good.
Have a good day, honey.